Abusia Makwaba Edeba POG Media. So and I'm only to say POG is a not failure as a my Ghana political stories in EB and I so yen Saka and I say a bonny bed at the Baba Somo POG highway so said a bear my Ghana yen so you be who the echo and the air ban and ye bo at the rand then sim man and so at the chair a the parliament a Kpandai a constituency a home banter and so a team call I up and down a judge. And so etna ase arase se ojaja asem ne beto nanim etna ase issue say 30 days MP for Kpandai betimi active but after that 30 days no rare one so betimi akoso ama yahwe de ono so fata city no ono so we abetna so now when na minority team afanyoma kin di animu and so the court no the court in nsem no ato baabi a che se o masa fa case no esa de abo de appeal court am so se judge am so tena ase no ana so tena asem no so no antena so ya na se na tembo no sebe na ya attention a na che se do de no mo hwehwe no omo enya ne sa omo de abo de appeal court na me no ka say appeal court and so etimi a reject sa case na and also the update and also free sa issue we ho aba yes so ye de ba so mabusu ye me se be chepwe ni abo rasa story me das
Mr. Odum, Yenshare Honorable Alexander Afény0 Nimini or you been so assigned Semra. Kwanya wa faswa or they address judge ya or this are willing yabasa enkosi. Ayene kwanswa no. And as I said, in Kotem Rasino Nimumrano or Semrano. Anka was say ohunu say one or my be say emube dua any judicial system. A ede atentrene pepepe yo eba ana saa asem we ya aba no. This is not the first time one obi MP bia wini ni seat na ya court de aba se yenkoto aba no foforo ye nyina beka ya honorable Jachi question ebi tu no on mpeso aso ama omo gitu mu koto aba no foforo mo side nkunum Kwanya Afény0 and the minority MPP wama fa so de address judge ni nsem aba bekan uso mu sen ni ento aso.
First and foremost, this is a very unfortunate statement to have come from a whole minority leader of the biggest opposition party in Ghana.
Okay.
That's number one. Secondly, looking at his background as a professional lawyer.
Yes.
We all know, say, lawyer biano okwa or court.
Sanity.
And if a lawyer of his stature between the sebe or tembueni and nim true form sa it is very unfortunate. And niya me ho kakra ne say onim say asem no kind of crown so sign contemptuous.
Yeah.
But wasan aye no ho say so wo friend no crown say wa committee any contemptor. He's ready to face the law.
Yeah.
And that in itself amounts to lawlessness.
Okay.
And imagine a lawmaker displaying this level of lawlessness in this manner.
Okay.
Very unfortunate.
Wow.
And making be a sign of desperation at this point.
Okay.
They cannot imagine, and when I say they are the MPP party and the parliament, they are member of parliament, they cannot imagine having their 87 seats reduced further to 86. I think that is what is causing this problem.
Abano yenkotoi enti de enti na omusuro ana omupopose omo 87 seats no. See, you got to abana beba 86. Abana yang got to
Mary Benny.
Okay.
Minority leader. Onim say, why appeal fitisabri kosi 2030 kra. The decision cannot be overturned based on the facts. What in America say? These legalities, is based on evidence. And remember, candidate sang a petition or filing a petition 23rd December.
Okay.
2024.
Right after
exactly.
declare
exactly
Yindam as the winner of the
sure. So
Okay.
per calculation, you know, the case has been pending for close to 12 months.
Okay.
Until number one, the learned judge, you know, he had enough time to examine the facts and an evidence.
Okay.
Until at the end of the day, you know, he did not just rush into this judgment.
Okay.
But minority knowing very well say, want to me any proper appeal overturning this decision, you know, then the best way to do is to come after the judge. That's
Attack.
number one. And then secondly, attack the whole judiciary as a whole.
Okay.
But a very dangerous precedence now, or a certain, because I thought to say, he being a learned lawyer, no,
Yes.
and can obey very moderate in some of the choice of words. But again, that has been his style so far.
Yes.
Na metu no fukakra. Say, otwene mutang. Facts are facts. At the end of the day, no, like you were saying,
Yeah.
judge ni say, 30 days. So one fan koye rerun. If he believes to say, we bet me a secure seat now, he should rather spend his energies going back to the grounds to prepare for the rerun rather than throwing everybody under the bus when it comes to this case in relation to the judiciary.
Okay.
Because the ugu judiciary name as say we are or chinebi sa semoba now so the same institution now seeking for redress. How are you going to do it?
Because stay of execution here mo file mo san dia court.
Exactly. If you don't even have trust and confidence in the same institution, why do you go back filing papers to overturn the decision?
Okay.
And who told you, say, wo the assembly court, na say, would it tiawa, wenibeji? It is a natural feeling.
Sure.
And a natural expression of disagreement.
Okay.
But no choice of words, no, too harsh. And I think he must be called to order.
Very well. Very well. I was saying, yeah, minority non seminary ye go so ye di me no. Eno dey omo kan sem bebre. It's honorable e ho no ye de betwe wansa ye nwura agric sector ho kakra.
Okay.
Eno dey am ne wo dey kasa. His Excellency the President together with the Food and Agric Minister, Dr. Honorable Eric Opoku, omo kopiem e wo bechim.
Sure.
The first ever biggest poultry processing center ewo Ghana mu ha no wo mo ko no makoye ututu say impact ben ana this poultry processing center ebetimi anya with the people of Bichim and its environs and Ghana as a whole, especially now that Womasari initiative a friend and Kokon Ketenketia bar a nipa woodwana na ebenye nkoko ewo sam patem ho ne o man Ghana nyina.
Very well. Yo, me dasi bebre, me seba agreka, me kuma ene madwene edi achi pa.
Okay.
The reason being that Omangwe young biggest problem are facing as a country. Youth unemployment.
Yes.
Youth unemployment. Mesari can be youth unemployment.
Yeah.
The reason why the biggest problem then say population wise emebunu ena edoso pa. This time dodo na so na work school. Na work school ni wia. Na afi baby a we be started life by working no. Na akoye problem.
Yes.
When it gets to that point, some of us we believe say it even becomes a national security issue.
Yeah.
It may no misusu say Honorable Eric Opoku,
Yes.
through His Excellency John Dramani Mahama,
Yes.
say what such a wonderful vision. Say what person will open up the employment door.
Yeah.
Emma mebunu nyebi ye through some of these initiatives. It is one of the best things that could ever happen to this country. at the end of the day no enye obebun bia no benya opportunity so obe join maybe security services with this recruitment area koso ne ade after all oka the whole Ghana security services in Boma one capacity
okay
year to year intake no nipa dodo ahe na wo betima afa what do you know to nchenga when we come to things like food
yes
essential commodity onipa bia wo sore you can't do away with it and we cannot continuously have political independence when we don't have food self-sufficiency.
Okay.
It is not proper for us to continuously import food after over 6 decades of our independence. And ultimately, Susu say, this initiative of making sure say, you be produce more food through the agri sector. Now, you're making sure say, you be add value.
Okay.
Na abwa ama asang indirectly create a lot of employment no. It is one of the best things I was here pushy. You making sure say you better touch base with all other sectors within the agri community no. When it comes to cash crop, food crop, poultry, whatever. Livestock bibia and you're making sure say you better also mechanizing because we realize that most of our practitioners within the agri sector
yes
were subsistence farmers.
Okay.
Subsistence farmers one here for were nipa what do based on the size of the family they have.
Okay.
Inti what do na say niema no ye ready they use about 80 to 90% of the produce to feed the family. Now the small surplus no na what the market. What you say? Everton. What they are not to nchen most of the farm input and the implement they use to know labor.
Okay.
Nti Emma naturally we can't share youth or Ghana hanne. So onko into the agri sector. First thing I ordinary where Addo and then in Sema ebe.
Okay.
What I say?
Yes.
But I believe we say in 2025 we have moved far away from agric. What comes to mind here? Ebia sebe crocodile machete or the ko efum no de akobunua and then ekeka ho. We should make sure say we will uplift all such people into the commercial level.
Very well, and that is very true because the 2026 budget the finance minister Dr. Casé Addo forcing Edeko Ghana abang no ede over 4,400 farm machineries.
Sure.
Neba the ababe boa akuafo na afei nia wo be ye ne ada enyuma wo be ye wo akuam no etimi akoye nti se nye na so ni se okwa akoye farms ana bibia e wo se wo de dade kodo de because there are machines ebetimi aboa na sa enyuma nyina otimi aye.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. For instance, may I hold a view say there will come a time any agric minister of this republic must be the best friend of the finance minister.
Okay.
And agric budget should be treated like a national security budget. The reason being that the only way that we can move from this imports dependency into light industrialization and also connected into the 24-hour economy policy now.
Okay.
And say there will be enough investment into the agricultural sector.
Okay.
And that investment can only be achieved when the finance ministry has a lot of interest in what goes in the agricultural sector.
But I think the finance ministry should have interest or every sector and as it should solely just have the interest for agriculture. And I say no need the
let me clarify that.
Okay.
Most often than not, no?
Yes.
Other a year or friend then ministries, no?
Yes.
They finance their budget and it ends up being spent. What you say?
Okay.
But the agri sector, no, so we invest it prudently. It gets to a time you get whatever money you put in back into the system.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It is, for instance, how much do we spend on importing rice year to year into Ghana?
Yes.
How much do we spend in importing poultry products?
Yeah, frozen chicken. The last time our president President friend Akuffo wewu. There's Obroni Akuffo wewu.
How much?
The last other president could see over $300 million per annum.
Exactly. Until we have analysis it comes back to the same point to say. CD now we're changing into dollars, and now they are here all those volumes of importation. You will spend less in investing into agri domestically.
Okay.
That's number one. Secondly, you end up creating jobs out of investment now while you war agri.
Okay.
So that you take a lot of these students off the streets. You my friends who start this worry here, they will pay taxes to the government.
Wow.
Now, Akwa Bibi is a golden triangle. What's in America? It made a, frankly speaking, first and foremost, I'm happy, say, Nyankopong, Ama, President, your friend, Mahama, Addo. Now, wait to me, appointed Honorable Erikopoku. The reason being that the man knows exactly what he is doing.
Okay.
It is say the support of the other people to make sure say we get to the final destination. Because most of the time, you may appoint someone to occupy a portfolio, but you end up realizing that it takes a longer time. Ansana sebi nipa no krati edwuma or yenase. But this man in particular, right from ne vetting up to an area wobekati sword war bechemu no enyeme na sebi nk meka achire unless maybe you don't want to see.
Okay.
He's really working.
Okay.
So what he needs now is the support so that at the end of the day no bibia ordinance abeka no ehun faso de no ebeba ama ye nyina ye ho ayeden ahenhan yen
enkokon ketenketi a NDC aban dia abayi as an executive constituency executive member Akuffo North constituency Ebiaba Akuffo North.
Emedu ye.
Okay.
But last week,
yes,
ye home meeting. Me no ka say me mabubo me pursue. Yes, frankly speaking. And you see, trust me. At the end of the day, what do you lose by trying something?
Okay.
Which is positive. At the end of the day, bro nyai, senka akoko na ready.
Yes.
Obechire wade na where you su na se sika na nka ode bekwa akotobi no. It becomes a savings for you.
Okay.
What about to be before?
Yes.
What they are also to Nchenga, it opens up other opportunities for Obi and Nanka Sebi na adwene kura ni so say poultry kura Sebi ho yeden e won faso. What you say na I expose you no say hey adiwe 25 emu 5 penny wi yo 20 no say wo ton ba akokura 200 cedis ah. That is 4,000. Okay. But say when two sana mo na how would you have realized that money? Also, let me touch on this. It is about time. The marketing kakra ebeka the agri sector no.
Okay.
We need to rebrand the agri in a way say. Tisenia ubi be pe opepem. Nanka wako law school, wako medical school, wako engineering school no. We need to get to as it were conscientize the minds of the youth today.
Okay.
Say, ebedu baby no, who be saying say dachi then abeya. As you saw nipa ni timu buena no kanchire o say, meyoku afo.
Okay.
Yes. We have
to
willingly yes.
Opepemu.
So to kanchire o say, obeyoku afo. And it can only be done when we rebrand the sector and make it more attractive.
Okay.
So that it doesn't become business as usual say. at the end of the day, so be Casé. Or be farming now. The first thing that comes to mind in say or the crocodile machete Kobunuya. We need to make it so attractive in a way, say. When we talk about farming now, we can only be thinking about even helicopters the spray a full tractors any other mechanized way of doing the same thing in a more efficient manner.
Okay. You recap him not to where be because executive member.
Okay.
Aban my appointment is say my position ni be a woody one.
Me nya position here.
Oh sir.
On the end case me nya position akawati. But notwithstanding. You go so here adwuma.
Okay. Okay.
I say open football kakra anka me liking me situation to football.
Okay.
At every point in time 11 players and then walk park as well worry ball.
Yes.
Me find say me bench. What you ask me a substitute. Nyame boa the coach will spot me.
Okay.
Na me ban so any opportunity me nya no. Me kire say adwuma no metimi ayeden. Me to me aye.
We executive member work no constituency.
Sure.
Nyame ya adomo in about 2026 or we mobile come election no da be.
Nyame boa around May next year.
Next year May.
Sure.
Obepe say be other positions be constituency where obepe say be anka obe contest be.
Oh, NK. Anyway, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Frankly speaking, once I may NDC, they should krum wo kwa pemeng mo de say ekunwato mekwa ko prebi.
Okay.
Na for now no miguso me underground works in ade. Eventually no I will come out officially to specifically tell the public.
So the next election you have your target and the position
exactly
you want to go.
Precisely.
So
oh, how are you Menka show?
Because but okay say people not in na unim say one more show pa.
Yo, me aware.
One with you pa.
Me aware pa.
It's grassroots you know and me na me your president. No man Mr. Odum say na me ya adom a when the 2 minutes share inside you made the obedi man na ye kama.
But that's it. So come home. I bought a radio media man. I see teacher media. Say POG Media there about Ghana authentic political stories and the headlines. And I say updates are happen on submitting me account on one who the echo and the air banner message. There's also subscribers to message over drop subscription. Why notification bell no watch you beating me so about area the comment section or now so wait me at incomo the media. So the bear media and so a bear nika. Me that's it. So my POG message here.